Hi there, hello and howdy to all my piglets out there. And there are more of you than there was the last time, the last video I did. There's 75 of you lovelies now. And I have a couple to send hugs and kisses to. Charo Cervantes and Debbie, and I'm going to butcher this, I know, Chiafrey, Chiafrey, just Debbie C. We'll just say that. And there's another lovely person that has, that is on our Scrapbooking with Me Facebook group, who contacted me, and her name, I think, was Linda. I should have written it down, but Linda or Lydia, she's in that group with me and made contact with me, so and has commented on a couple of my videos, so thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And yes, I will be glad to send you some of that at least half a mile of that miles of bling that I've got. I think that's what you were talking about that you needed. So, this is a real refilming of the Calming Collage video that I did, inspired by Joey DeFee. Now, I've done mine slightly different. I put my own spin on it, of course. But let me, and here's some finished tags. It's really a mass making of tags, but you could do journaling cards out of them if you liked. But what I did, I have this cardstock that my husband found for me. So I used that as a base. I believe she was using totally book pages, music pages, things like that to create hers. But I wanted them to already be ready to be journaled on the back of. And my goodness, I've been out in the dirt again. Well, I've also been in the watercolor. So, yeah, not great shape, my hands. So I did mine two different ways, and this is after they're cut down. But originally, this is kind of sort of similar to what she did. Only it's my own spin, of course. She laid her pages out, glued them down, just like this, and she used watercolor to just swish across, you know, different shades. She did green because she wanted a botanical look. Just swishing it across, you know, not really any kind of pattern or anything. Well, I just took undyed or undyed paper, just whatever aging was on it was just on it. And just kind of collaged it onto here to my cardstock. Then I took a stencil and some watercolor paint and just kind of did the stencil. And then I did a different one on this side. This is Payne's Gray. This is a couple of different shades of green and green gold. And then I just freehanded just some mark making, just, you know, some little flutes, you know, nothing too elaborate. Nothing, it's all easy. And then I took my gold watercolor and flicked, made a few marks with it. So what I'll do is I'll cut this down. I got two long ways out of it. I had a little left over at the end when I cut them at 3 1/4. You could do 3 1/2, depending on what size that you like your tags to be. And the length was 5 1/2, roughly. So the other thing I did, which is my take on it, I used paper that was already watercolor dyed. And I just collaged that on here. So, I mean, it certainly works either way. It's not glued down completely because I just wanted to give you an example. Okay? Now, I'm going to see if I can do this calming collage that Joey did, and I really probably will suck at it, so, because I'm on camera, and I just dropped my scissors. I just can't seem to find anything when I'm talking to you guys. Everything else goes out of my head. Oh, now for these, I do want that to be a little bit deeper. I think these I used this side. And I think that's a good one. I think, well, I tell you what, since I've already done this one this way, we'll have one that's done like that. I mean, it's perfectly fine to do that like that. And that works especially well, I think, when you're doing your slot punch. And I'm going to guess at the middle. Eyeball it. And there we go. Okay. And so you can put lace, you can put trim, that, and I did not start the timer. I'm so mad at myself. Okay, how long have I been talking? Okay. Oops, excuse me. You can put washi tape, and this particular washi tape has little, you can actually cut out these little flowers for embellishing, which I think is really cute. And, of course, your collage can be just whatever you want. Now, if you're Corey Diamond, you're going to go in your scraps and look for things in there that you can collage onto it. Or you may want to like here is some music paper that's already from my first project that you never saw, that you could actually collage onto it. Put a little bit of ink around here, and I might as well do the card while I'm thinking of it. Excuse me. Here to my ink box. And as you can see, you know, rough edges are fine. Rough edges are just fine. Okay. Even like this. I think that's just fine to me. So, I'm just going to put a little glue on here. I know it's music paper on music paper, so I might just tear a little bit of that off and just use it. Okay. Well, that's sticking down there, but it can go in there too. I have no problem with that. Especially if I put the sticky side down. Now, I don't know which it is because they're both sticky. They're both sticky. Sorry. I'll try not to be so silly, but that would be going against nature, I think. Okay, well, now see, I kind of like this down here, right there. So let's do that. And we're rolling, rolling, rolling. Don't know what I'm doing, but we're rolling along. Okay. Now what's this? Nope. Now we've got a little field flower card, whatever. It's by Peak Monarch. And I kind of think that would tie everything in right there. I think we're going to do that. Okay. Hope everybody is well. Linda very kindly asked me about my fur lady, Allie. And yesterday she did cross the bridge. We had to take her to the vet for that unpleasant but necessary occasion. Now I don't like my washi, so I'm going to take that off, or it will come off. Now I will be sure to I always link Joey DeFee as an inspirer under in the description box. So she is there, and you can go there, and you can check her video out and see how much different these are. Now, I'm just kind of building a little something here. Just grabbing things and slapping them down. And that is what is fun. Just not thinking about it so much. I guess that's where the calming part comes in. Is that right, Joey? Because I'm pretty calm right now. I'm not thinking about a whole lot of nothing. But talking to you guys, I'm getting something pretty down here on this paper. Now, well, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just throwing things at it. And some of it's from right here on my table. You know how you pull stuff out and then you don't use it, and you've already put everything else, or you've already put up the whatever that it came out of. So if you're lazy like me, you'll just stick it on a little tray on your desk. No, don't like it there. I think it's going to have to go up there. No, I don't like it there. It's going to go there. It's going to go there. There. Okay. What else do we need on it? What else do we need? In a very small amount of time, what do we need? I know one thing we need, and that is some seam binding. Now I could put the ribbon, I could put lace, but I'm going to stitch around here. That's nothing to keep in mind when you're putting all that stuff down there. Okay, I want to put some lace, but I don't know what kind. So I think what might be even better is something right here, something that's got a little bit of size to it. And I'm thinking, well, I was thinking about something like that. Do you like that blue with it? I don't know of any other occasion when I might use that. And I want to overlap it. No, don't want it down here. Up here. That's not it. I was hoping. I was so hoping. But that's not it. So, let's go with birds, shall we? When in doubt, birds and butterflies are the ticket. Now, I don't mind that at all. And let me just ink that just a little bit. And so I will place a photo of the finished ones, the ones I did previously, and the one or two that I get done today. Okay. Well, I try to keep my videos short, so that is one reason that I don't get that much done within a video. Now, let's do one of these. Let's go ahead. I'm over here. I'm going to cut this down real quick to about and 5 1/8. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And on this one, I will do the deeper. Deeper cut. First cut is the deepest. You didn't know I was a songstress, did you? So musical. My sister always told me, you can't carry a tune in a bucket. I've never tried to carry one in a bucket, but I know I sure can't carry one when I'm singing. Okay, I'm going to leave that like that, I think. Now this is, you know what I want to use? I want to use some of my stamped paper. I'm almost out of pictures of Betty. So I'm going to print some more out. Or I'm going to resize a couple that I haven't used. And I'm just going to give this a little bit of that. I could have torn it, but... Okay, and now I will tell you what she did was very interesting. She would... She would just take a big swath of book page and just, I mean, it would just hang off. And she would do that, and then she'd put a big botanical there. So, I thought that was cute, but that's not, you know, you gotta kind of interpret things in your own style. Get ideas, do it just like that if you have to the first time, and then go out on your own with it. And sometimes it's just a matter of what you have on hand is what dictates what you do. So, let me get my... I have got such a mess going, I cannot tell you. Okay, well, my flowers are gone. I have no idea where they went. Here they are. I tell you what, one thing, if you're not used to journaling, one thing I will tell you, it takes up a lot of room. Or at least I've never figured out a way for it not to. You know what? I kind of like that, just black and white one on there. Well, now, wasn't that nice? Okay. So I've got a huge daisy one, but I think I like the rose. Okay. I've actually got some watercolored ones too. But let's just go with the rose. I can always go back. Look there. I can always go back and use some colored pencils, markers, or such, and put color on there. I like it like that for right now. Okay, and something very small. Which gives me all kinds of anxiety because I have no idea if this, when I'm taking my time, and I take a lot of time when I'm not on camera, I have better results, and that is because I'm not having to do things quickly, not in a particular time frame. So, of course, that's obvious. Anybody would, when they can stop and actually think about it. And I know I want something. Let's try this again. This worked before. I think that's cute. I'll cut it right there so it's starting in the right place. And it's just 3. Okay. I hope I've been in frame. I'm just such an amateur about that. I can't find my good card. The one that's already got tons of glue all over it. Alright. Now, oh, that's pretty. Okay, what is this? Oh. You just don't have any idea what I'm looking at and talking about. Oh, I know what I want to do. And I don't know if I can do this with just my fingers. Watch it, Sheila. Don't get your head in there. So I've been binge watching Call the Midwife. I'm up to like season 7. I think there's 9 seasons. So now what do you think? Do you think that's no? And I think a regular tab, maybe. Let's see what we have. I don't think I've got any. Well, yes, I do. I have some with green. What do you think? Sure. So, we're coming up on a weekend, a 3-day weekend, Memorial Day. What plans have you, my mateys? I don't think we'll be doing ribs, because that's what hubby did last. He's trying to perfect his rib grilling. As far as the rub and the marinade. And we'll get that, then we'll start working on the sauce. Okay, this one goes way down, right? Okay. Yee-hoo! Get in there. Alright. Go just a little bit over. You know, these are harder to do than you would imagine, or at least for me. We know how that is. Now, this one I probably will not stitch because I have put my blingy in my stitch line, unless I move it up, which I may do. But there we go. We have done a refilming to some degree. I won't say it was better than the other one, but maybe. I hope that you got something out of it, especially for you beginners. And I believe I do like that size a good bit. Stop. Stop. I can't.